All right, so we're going to set up a portfolio website in Weebly. I'm using Weebly. You can use other sites if you like, but the important thing is the format, so that the format is clean and navigable. And I'll show you what I mean by that. I've already have two Weebly sites set up. I'm going to set up another one because it's been a long time and I don't know if they've changed their methods. The idea about setting a portfolio up before you get too far into your career here at Purdue is that you want to be able to record the work that you're doing and put it up online, so then that way if you want to apply for an internship, or you just want to show off your work to somebody, or you want to keep records, all of those things you can do with your portfolio website. As time goes on, the stuff that is old and doesn't look good anymore, you're going to want to get rid of. You're going to basically be your own curator and keep your best work up there. You don't need to have 1,000 works up there. You need to have like maybe 3 to 5 really great works up there to show what you can do. And then in the future, you could use that to apply for jobs and show your skills, like get freelance, whatever it is that you're looking to do with your work. But we like to set this up in the beginning so that you don't have to kind of scramble and do it at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and just get going here. Let's see, we'll go sign up. I'll use my last email address that I have to use, which is actually my Purdue email address. So we'll just put that in there and create a password. I don't know what that password is. So I'll go ahead and just take a look at that. And okay, fine. We'll leave it like that. And let's continue. Okay, got it. We'll save that. Now this can be tricky, just so you know, when you have like 3 Weebly sites, you have to kind of log out of one and then manually log into a different one. It's kind of a pain, but I'm going to do the Weebly instead of the Square Online. I believe this is the same as Squarespace. I'm not 100% sure. But the Weebly one, I know you can basically do a whole bunch of stuff with. And you don't lose it. I think the Squarespace one you only have for a certain amount of time. So we'll go with portfolio. And in my old one I used this, and the reason why is I like the heading, but this works too. However, I will say this: I always tell people that if you're applying for a certain particular job, like let's say in this class you're a modeler, right? So, and if you're applying for like a modeling job, don't put a picture of yourself right on the front page. Put your work right away. Have links to like, or show some kind of your work. Just because they're not looking to like hire your face per se, unless you're a public figure. They're looking to hire your, the skills that you have. So I'll pick this one. We'll see how it turns out. Let's see. Okay. Please check here, URL. Click here to redirect to the homepage. We'll just say start editing. Let's see what it does. Like I said, I haven't done this in a long time, so I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen here. Okay, so it's saying select your domain name, of course. So I'm just going to say trips. Let me do this. We'll say prof trips portfolio. Nah, let's just say prof trips training. We'll do that. That sounds kind of cool. And let's see if .com works. Search props trips training.com. Hey, nobody has that. That's cool. Let's say choose. Okay, so it's asking me if do I want to upgrade my site? The answer is not right now. So I'm going to go ahead and just click this off here. There we go. See, went right back to it. Oh, see, okay, this is where you want to choose this down here. Otherwise, you have to pay for these. Okay, so this is the free one. It has a .weebly.com. So say choose, and we'll say done. So that's proftripstraining.weebly.com. Done. Okay, so obviously this is where you can put something like your title, Prof Trips Training. All right, and I am an actor, writer, and director now. We'll say this. We'll say artist, if I can spell. Artist. Educator. And cool guy. No. Photographer. I do a lot of photography. Okay, sounds good. All right, we got that. Obviously, you're not going to want this picture. So maybe I'll put some kind of image in here. And I've got all kinds of images to pick from. And this is where I would suggest that you get into using your phone, or if you have a better camera, use a better camera, take some pictures, put something nice. You're in a graphics program, so you're not going to be using other people's graphics. You are going to use your graphics. Don't use whatever stock photos they give you, especially Elijah's. Let's see how you change this background here. Edit background right there. How about that? Let's see. I'm going to go replace. And I just downloaded a picture that looks like this. I don't know if this will show up well. These are pictures I took of the eclipse in 2024. And it's kind of cool. It's not the whole thing, obviously. But for now, I think that'll do. We'll just hit save. Boom. It looks grayed out when you scroll over it, but it'll look normal once your cursor's off of it. Okay, so once you have something up here and you want to actually see what it looks like, you can go ahead and hit publish. And now it should be published. It's going to be published under your domain name that you just used, not this. This is actually like the editor's site. So if you hand this in as a link to your website, it will not work. So just FYI. Okay, so what I would have to do is actually type that in. So now I shouldn't have used something long. Prof Trip Training Weebly.com. Okay, so go like that and it should work. No. Let me publish it again. Did I use the right? Maybe I didn't type it in right. Prof Trips. It's TRIPS. There we go. Now it'll work. Boom, there you go. Okay, so then this, I would just Control-C, copy it, and I'll just say paste into here, so I have it right here all the time. At least that's how I like to do things. So now I have it where I'm building, and then I can just go ahead and, publish, and then take a look at what I've got. Let's turn this off. And that looks good for now. All right. Next step. Okay, so this is the home page. They have a gallery, and so how you change these is you go up to pages, and you can see right here, you just click pages, and then you can see you have home, gallery. So I could say, we'll just leave that home. We'll do this. We'll put in this one, CGT 116, like that. All right, and if I go ahead and go back, it should save that out, and you'll see it changes up here. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is I actually want to nest like every week of my projects into the CGT 116 page. So what I'm going to do is go up to the pages here, hit the plus sign, say standard page, and then I'll call this week 1. And so for you guys watching this, this will be like the videos, some of the videos that you would watch in week 1. And I will just go ahead and say done. Now you see it pops up here and it comes over here, but if I want to nest it under 116, you just click and drag, and you kind of drag it under and off to the right a little bit, and you can see it sort of indents like this. So then now if I scroll over here, you get week 1. That's how I like this set up. So every time you put up your assignments, you put up like week 1, week 2, week 3, you put them all in different weeks, so that for grading it, it's actually really, really easy. It's straightforward. Now, here's the thing too. Later, when you're done with this class, if you want to keep some of these assignments up here as your your portfolio work, change the name to CGT 116 to something like modeling or 3D modeling, something like that. Because if you have CGT 116, it really sounds kind of amateur. So, you just want something like 3D models. And you also want to get rid of your bad stuff. Just go in there and only keep your absolute best work. If none of it's good, then just wait till you get closer to the end of, a couple of years or whatever, and you have better work, and then get rid of it. So, a little late night decaf coffee. All right, so my next one. For this one, I'm going to change this to CGT 345. Okay, so CGT 345 is my environment modeling class, and I'll just go ahead and make one more folder in there. Go back 1 pages and standard, and then we'll just say week 1. So same kind of setup. Now you're obviously not in that class, but I just wanted to illustrate it one more time. You just indent it like that, and then you'll see it comes up here. Now none of this stuff is good to go yet because we haven't published. And I actually don't like this portfolio building thing. I'm gonna get rid of that. But so in here, I could put like a different picture on each page if I wanted to. You don't want to put, you only have like a certain amount of data that they allow to go into the free website. It used to be 500 megabytes. It might be more now. But that being said, like what we do is we'll actually nest stuff from Sketchfab. We'll nest models from Sketchfab into here. So it's not actually taking up data on the page per se. All it's doing is basically linking to it and just showing it through here. Same thing as if you put up like a YouTube video or something like that. It's actually being hosted by YouTube. So you're just having the link, and then the link comes up in here. However, if you do put like a gallery, like an actual like image, that is being uploaded into here. So you do want to make sure that you're not making them bigger than they need to be, because that could take up a lot of data. You want to think about like what is somebody going to view this on. So if you typically, let's say 4K is a larger screen, you don't need it any larger than 4K. So then that way you don't take up more data. Okay. So cool. I could give a title here. I could put, like a banner up here if I want to. I think there's ways to make this thing even shorter, because I kind of don't like this huge banner. But I think that's in theme. That might be in theme here. You can like go in and change the themes, and this is going back to where we were. But I'm not going to do that. Fonts, I may want to change the font because I'm actually not that fond of this font. All right, so let's get into how do we embed things in here. Okay, so now that we've got things started, I just want to see if I can move things around a little bit. Different themes sometimes work a little bit differently. This one apparently is not letting me move this. I would probably have to modify this actual image if I didn't want it overlapping like this, because I'm not really, they're fighting each other graphically. You can see like the white in here doesn't look that good on top of this. I could go back to this and, actually I put this here, up here, maybe that'll work. Profeships training, and I could just get rid of this. Delete. I can get rid of this. I don't necessarily need this. Delete. Okay. Much cleaner. But there's nothing here. Nothing that we want. I'm going to show you how to put some of this stuff in a second. I'm going to delete everything though. Okay, so this is Dan from the future coming back. The easiest way to actually delete everything is to just make a new page and delete the whole page that has stuff on it. So I just want to show you, because you can see like right here, this was my CGT 116 page. I was changing the name. And okay, there you go. So the CGT 116 page, when you click on it, it has all the default stuff that was already put in there. it's better just to make a new one. So like, let's say I just make this, I can actually just delete the whole page. Say delete. And then you come back here and just make a new page. Name it the same thing, CGT 16. And I could turn off the header, by the way, so you could just say no header. So if I want to like put stuff right at the top, which I do prefer that. And then from there, you say done. And it's down here, but now all I have to do is bring it up here, and I can take like this week 1 and put that under there. By the way, let me show you how I would do a week 2. I'm not going to nest the week 2 in week 1. I would just have the week 2, like I would have this week 2, like that. Okay. And so now you would have week 1 and 2 right underneath here. Okay. So again, yeah, like if I don't like these headers, you can just come in here and say no header, and boom, it's gone. So that's like with the home page for sure. I don't like a header. I want to start putting my videos like right up on top. So that's an easier way than going ahead and having to delete everything. In fact, this is a new home page. I kind of did it off line when the video was paused. Yeah. So, for instance, we could throw a slideshow in here, and these are different galleries. So if you wanted to put images in here, you could just have one that you click on these buttons. You could have one that shows thumbnails, numbers, thumbnails on the top, side, whatever. I'm going to kill that and decide I don't want to do that. A lot of times for my videos, I will go like this. I'll drag in a YouTube link, and there's nothing in here. But if I jump over to the tubes, let's go like this. And here, let's say we want this one, the edit mesh menu. Holy cow, that's long. So I'm going to say share. So I can copy that. And then I can come back to here. Oh, that's the wrong one. We click on this. And we just paste that in. And give it a second, and boom, there you go. So it pops up. You have to hit publish, and then once it's up there, I can come over to here, refresh, and then this will look completely different, and there that is up there. Okay, by the way, the problem that I would say I have with this complete layout like this, I'm actually probably going to have to change this, is because this is basically like wasted space. Like if I want to have a video in here, how do you even know that video is down there? When you get onto this page, all you see is a picture. And unless I'm like an astrophotographer and trying to show off, which I do that, by the way, but if that's what I was trying to show off as a business, fine. Then that's why I have this picture right up there. But if I am an educator and I'm trying to show videos and trying to show how to set up a portfolio site, this isn't helping, because somebody goes to my site to look at my work, and right away they're just like, what? There's just like this empty thing. And then they'll scroll and go, oh, okay, there we go. Well, why is that not up here so they can see it right away? I mean, yeah, we have pages over here, so I can have stuff over here, but that it's the same kind of thing. Is like, you want to make it easy on whoever's going to your site to find whatever it is they're going there to find. So if you make it hard on them, then it's actually like is wasting their time. You have to think about it as like kind of like you want to respect their time, because they might be getting a whole bunch of portfolios to look at, and yours is just one of them. So to be respectful of their time, you might want to change this format, which I'm going to have to do because I really am starting to hate this thing. So that being said, the original one that I used to use is this one, because this let me start putting stuff right at the top. So I'm going to switch to this one and say choose theme. And you can see right away we're getting some different stuff going on. Look, I still have my pages. That hasn't messed up anything. I've got this huge banner here. I think I can, there we go. All right, so that's kind of cool. I guess I probably could have done that on the other one too, but I still like the fact that this one is like I can start putting videos like right here in the top. And if I want to have an about me page where I have a picture of myself, where I'm doing a handstand and, juggling lollipops or something like that, I can totally put an about me page and have my picture over there. But I don't want people to really worry about me like that when I'm trying to get a job as a 3D modeler or a website builder or something like that. Now, I will have to say, there is an exception to the rule, and that is my own personal site. Because I am an educator, I do have a picture of me up front, but I also have my work too. So like I'll have like this thing here. This is my site 3d-trip.org, and there's a picture of me with my biography, my resume, stuff like that. And then I have portfolio work you can go through and look at, and then a bunch of free resources and stuff like that. But this is like you get both. You get my work. You get, a little biography, but that's because I'm an educator. If I was just being like, I'm a 3D modeler, I'm going to have all my models like right away that look something like this. Like you click on this page and right away you can click in here and these are Weebly embedded models. You can just click on something like this and you can kind of see the work that I'm doing in here. We'll make it full screen. And it'll take a second. There you go. So, this is what's so cool about Weebly is you have like a web viewer for your models and basically, you can show off your work like that. Super easy, super fun, not too hard to do. It's pretty simple. I'll walk you through that. I have videos on that I made. They're kind of old, but they're still relevant. It's all kind of the same thing anyway. I don't think Weebly's changed that much. I'm sorry. Weebly. Sketchfab has changed that much, so it's all good. But like this is what I'm saying is like if I'm going to be a modeler or showing my models, I want to show them right away. I want this to be like my homepage. Since I am an educator and I also do the other stuff, I have a little bit of both. Okay. So let's just do this. Let's publish. See what this looks like real quick. And update. There we go. Now, I hate this. This is ugly. I don't like it at all. I'm not going to leave it like this, but I'm just showing that at least if somebody was to come and watch my videos, they can see that I have a video right away right here. Now, I would also, I'm going to, of course, start off. I don't even know how that just happened. Apparently, I somehow moved it into the background at the top. I was trying to, you can see there's like these little blue lines that come up. There we go. That's weird. I'm trying to go there. Okay. So yeah, I would have like one here, and actually in my older site, which is this one right here, Professor Triplets Portfolio Guide. That's exactly what I have. I'm just trying to kind of remake some of these videos because, they're getting a little long in the tooth. So, which is actually an expression that's pretty long in the tooth as well. Okay. Anyway, just have your work like front and center and, don't make people search for it. It's too bad I can't expand it out this way. But it's a cool picture, but it's not necessary, I guess. I guess that's my point. It's like put the stuff that's necessary, and then if you're like a web designer and you want to put some like really interesting web programming and graphics that do crazy things on sites to show off the work that you do, that's a different story. Totally like do it up, make it awesome. But if you're like, an animator, have an animation right there front and center, boom. If you're a UX designer or something like that, have your UX design right there. Boom. It's right in front. They can click on it, and they can go. It can take them to another page or whatever, but they can start seeing the work that you're doing right away so they're not searching around for it. Okay, I know I'm beating this to death, but it's really important to respect people's time. All right, so let's do a little recap. We're setting up our portfolio early in your career so that you can apply for internships and show off your work to friends and family, apply for jobs or freelance work, or just keep records of your work and progress for yourself. Your site should be easy to navigate and well organized. Nest weekly pages for your assignments when it comes to 116. Carry a consistent theme throughout your entire site so it looks like you're on the same site no matter what page you're on. Have only your graphics in the headers, no stock footage. You got to get rid of any stock footage. Your work should be presented immediately. About me pages are not your home page. Your work is in front and center and easy to see. In the future, curate your work so that only your best work is present. Your domain name is not Weebly.com. Don't hand that in as a link. You have to actually put the link to the actual site, like mine was Prof Trips Training. So that .weebly.com, that's the actual link. Bookmark your site in Weebly's editor site. After this class is over, you can change the name of your pages to, like, let's say 3D modeling or whatever the subject is that you're putting up on your site. You'll probably use this website in other classes, so don't just throw it out. Keep it up and keep storing your work. All right, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching.